Ever felt like your story doesn't matter? Like you're insignificant, forgotten, invisible? Well, let me tell you something powerful that might change your mind today. You see, God cares about your story, not just your past, but your future. He sees you and He has a plan for you that's bigger than anything that you can imagine. Let me tell you a story about a man who felt the same way. He was scared. He felt insignificant. In fact, he came from the weakest tribe in Israel, and he was the least in his family. Funny thing is, his tribe was called Manasseh, which means to forget, and Gideon probably felt forgotten. He was hiding in a winepress, trying to protect what little he had. Why? Because Israel was being crushed by the Midianites and their allies. And Gideon, he wasn't preparing for battle. He was just trying to survive. But you know what? God saw him. He didn't see his fear, not his status, but he saw his heart. Because man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. You see, and this is where the story gets interesting. This man, appearing to be little, insignificant, fearful, and even for the weakest from his tribe, least in his family, this is the one that God calls to lead an army, where 32,000 men show up, and God says that's too many. So he narrows it down to just 300 men. And with only 300 men, Gideon defeats an army coalition of Midianites, Amalekites, and Eastern peoples over 135,000 strong, because the sword of the Lord and of Gideon went forth, and God was with him. And just like God called on Gideon, He's calling on us. Jesus wanted me to tell you today that even if others do not see you, God does. And He doesn't see just your pain, but He sees your potential. You may feel unseen, overlooked, or too small to matter, but Jesus sees you. He sees your heart. And He will take your fear and even the things that you think are insignificant and every place that the world lied and said that you don't count, and He will reshape your life into something breathtaking, full of purpose, beauty, and eternal weight. You see, when your life becomes a part of Jesus' story, it doesn't just matter, it transforms. Because in His hands, even the smallest life becomes a miracle. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 27 says, God chose what is foolish in the world to shame the wise. God chose what is weak in the world to shame the strong. If you're ready to be seen, known, and loved, come to Jesus. He's waiting for you. You matter to Him. Blessings.